Hello YouTubers, my name is Attila Mate from Blue Sky Photography, and today I would like to talk to you about Fujifilm and especially about the Fujifilm GFX 50R, the new medium format rangefinder type camera which they released recently. Now, I know that it's a bit late, and many other channels, they released a lot of videos about the GFX 50R. But I didn't want to say anything until I do not put my hand on the camera and I shoot with the camera. Now, I was last week in Photokina and I did try the camera. I put my hand on it. I shot a lot. I have a lot of shots with me. And I have to tell you that Fujifilm is a company which will change the photography industry, in my opinion. Why do I say that? Because you can see that everybody is pushing kind of towards full-frame cameras. Sony is pushing very hard. They are doing really good with full-frame cameras, I have to tell you, and I am amazed with their work. Now again, Canon is pushing the full-frame mirrorless, Nikon is pushing the full-frame mirrorless, although Canon and Nikon, they are two clowns, I tell you. Two clowns in a ball, and they are like, they are kind of lost in space and whatever. They just disappointed me, Canon and Nikon, the two big giants, they are clowns. Anyway, let's get back to Fuji. So there's Nikon, Canon, and now you can see also Panasonic with the full-frame cameras, two full-frame cameras announced. And I have to tell you that Panasonic disappointed me again at Photokina, but I will tell you about that in that video when I will talk about the Panasonic full-frame camera. So if you want to see that, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you get notified when I upload that video. But anyway, you see Fujifilm, they just skipped the full-frame market, and I have a video where I was discussing about this, why they just skipped the full-frame. Because they think everybody is doing it and it's an oversaturated market, so there's no point. And they are absolutely right. And they released the GFX 50S, which is a 50 megapixel medium format. And now they released the small brother, the GFX 50R, which is rangefinder type. And I tell you, I was absolutely shocked how light is that camera with a lens on it. I mean, when I hold it in my hand, I didn't want to believe that it's only that weight. That's small. Now it has also disadvantages because the example, as far as I know and as far as I saw the specifications, the battery grip, you don't have any battery grip on it. So the battery life will be kind of a bummer for some people. But this is not in my opinion, this is not a wedding camera, or it's not a sports camera or wildlife or something like this. This is a portrait camera, studio camera. That's in those areas you will use this camera, in my opinion. And over there you are not in a hurry, so you can change the battery. That's not a big deal in my opinion, but that can be a bummer to some people. So you have to consider that there is no battery grip option at the moment. The GFX 50S, it has a battery grip option. The 50R, it doesn't. But other than that, the autofocus is the same like the GFX 50S. It's not the best autofocus. I mean, it's a medium format camera, but I guarantee you that I was comparing the GFX 50S and also not this one, but the 50S. I compared with a Hasselblad and I compared with Mamiya because I was up in Dublin, and I remember when I compared the two, I was shaking because I had a 22,000 euro camera in my hand, and comparing with the Fuji cameras. But anyway, the autofocus is not the best, but it's still better than a Hasselblad or a Mamiya. So, in my opinion, for a medium format camera, it is great autofocus. 3 frames a second, like I said, it's not a sports camera, it's not a wildlife camera. That's not the reason you buy this camera. If you want a nice landscape, there you go. If you want a nice portrait, there you go. If you want a nice studio camera, there you go. Now, what about the price? $4,500, the cheapest medium format camera at the market. And the lightest, the smallest. I think that if I would like to buy a Nikon D850, which is 3,600 euro, or a Sony A7R Mark II, which is again 3,500 or something like that euro, Now, if this is 4,500 at the moment, after 2, 3, 4, 6 months, it will come down a little bit. After a year, it will be about 4,000 euro. Would I buy the medium format over those ones? Because I'm a portrait photographer, I would. Because for portraiture, this worth 3 times the money, I tell you. And the dynamic range of the camera is unbelievable. The autofocus is not the best, like I said, but it's effective. It's good, it's slow, but it's effective. You don't even try to track, you know. We did try to track over there because some models came out, you know, at the Fuji stand and they were walking around, and we did some shots, you know, and it was okay, you know, you got it, but they were walking very slowly, so that's not a big test, you know. But anyway, that's, like I said, that is not for that kind of job. But in general, like a medium format camera for portraiture, wildlife, studio, these kind of things, product photography, this is an excellent camera with excellent price tag. $4,500. I think that is unbelievably good. And if you take in consideration that you can buy a lot of Nikon lenses, full frame Nikon lenses, and adapt it to the GFX, and it will cover the whole sensor. There are many, and if you look at the Angry Photographer's channel, you will see that he is saying that there are many lenses in Nikon old full frame lineup, which one you can buy with a few $100s, and you can adapt to a GFX, you know, if you don't want to spend the money on the lenses. But even if you compare the lenses, you know, the Fuji lenses, they are excellent, they are really good quality, all of them. The primes, the zooms, all of them. They are not cheap, they are over $2,000, but they are medium format lenses. So, what do you think about these guys? I have to tell you that I was shocked. I tried the camera, I have a lot of photos, I looked at the photos, and I was shocked. It is really, really good. Good job, Fujifilm. I hope you are continuing like that, and I tell you that you will change the camera market. And that is definitely good. So, I hope that this video was helpful to you guys. I hope that you liked it. If you liked it, please like and subscribe and share my videos. And other than that, I wish you a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.